We're back a little bit earlier than I said I was going to be, mainly because we've got games against second, third, fourth and fifth in the league. I think it would be quite fun to look at those, don't you think? Hello and welcome back to another episode of Going Pro with me, D-Boy Plays. As mentioned in the intro, our next four games are pretty challenging. We've got Atalanta who are fifth, Roma who are fourth, Juventus who are second, and Inter who are third. And this run of games essentially decides whether we get Europe or not. Since we last saw each other, which was our very disappointing knockout from the Europa League, I'm over it. We've played 5 games, won 3, drawn 1, lost 1. We lost to Sassuolo. Very annoying loss. Really shouldn't have lost this game. We were predicted to win. Absolutely bottled it. And then the Udinese draw, again, felt like we probably should have won that game. Fabio Silva missed a penalty in like the 83rd minute or something like that. I'm over it. I'm already over it. But yes, our next 4 games are really, really tough. So I thought we'd do a little bit of a bumper episode to finish off Season 5. We're going to play all 4 games. And hopefully, looking at the league, we may hang on to European spots. We're currently 7th. That would get us Conference League, which, in all honesty, I'd be pretty pleased with. Mainly because we were obviously in the Europa League. I think the Europa League maybe was a little bit too much for us to probably take on that early into things. But getting Conference League for Season 6 would be fantastic. These four games, though, it's definitely the hardest run that we've had in this series. So I thought it would be fun to check it out. Enough of me yammering on about stuff, though. Let's get into the first game. We're against Atalanta. We're away. What have we got to lose? 7th place, that's what we got to lose. But you know what I mean. As for the lineup going in for this game, surprises to no one. Not a massive change to things. There has been some rotation down to some injuries and some suspensions. I'll get into those in a moment. Rizzo's still in goal. He's been absolutely fantastic for us. I still think he's keen on leaving. Hopefully we can hang on to him for next season. I don't know. I don't know what he wants really, but Gatti, Ramos Mingo and Kumatio making up our back 3. They've got a really, really good, solid connection with them. Obviously, the likes of Botera jumping in, he's done a decent job. And we've also still got Mbaye, so he's doing fine. I think if we're looking at an area to improve, defence is going to be number 1. We do need to get a good centre-back fitting in there. Right wing back, we've got Roeslev. Roeslev has done a really good job this season. The only reason he is playing, though, is because Ryerson, who is far better, is suspended. Very frustrating. You can also see that Odin, Thiago Home, has got a knock. Don't really want to play him in this game, but he will be featuring a little bit later on. Busquets and Palumbo in the centre mid. They've got a good link. They're a decent combination. Rico at left back. He's not been terrible. I think his recent form is letting him down a little bit, but he is a good player for us, and I'd like to obviously hang on to him because I do think he had some quality for us there. Salcedo and Maldini in our attacking midfield positions. Salcedo, like I say, is filling in for Odin, Thiago Home, and then Noah's up front. Noah's been again really, really fantastic all season. It's just his recent form that's letting him down. This is the test really for these boys. Let's jump in though. Atalanta. We'll do our best. All got to get a number to a youngster. Bigotto, tell you what, you can have the number if it's available. Got to be done. Let's get into the match. I will be pleased if we win one of these games. I will be happy if we win one of them. That is how low I'm setting my standards for this episode. Purely because I appreciate that these teams are very, very good. They've all got very good form. And they've got better squads than us. So I can't see us getting many points today. But we're going to do our best. We'll see how we get on. Fingers crossed, like I say, we can get at least one win in these ones. I don't think that's going to be enough to keep us in those European positions, but if we can, great. I'll be really, really pleased. Tough run. Here we go. It starts now and it ends in about 40 minutes probably. I'm quite glad that wasn't a penalty. I didn't think it was. Thank God that didn't go in. Coop Miners plays it in the box again. Vasquez out wide. Okay. Luckily nothing came from that. I was very nervous that that was going to be a goal then. We have a corner. Maldini plays it in. Caught easily by Musso. You'd think 5 seasons in I'd be able to say people's names by now, wouldn't you? Ball launched forward. Luckily we've got people at the back to clear it up. Gatti plays it forwards to Palumbo. Cometio to Henry. Palumbo, great ball forward to Salcedo. Excellent ball to Maldini. Why did he absolutely smash that? He had time. He could have taken another step forward and then shot. Oh dear. Atalanta moving the ball nicely around at the back. Can we get a head on it? Yes, we can. Palumbo, good ball. Salcedo plays it over the top. I think Home was offside. Lello, back to Musa. Okoli. Lindelof. All right then. Didn't know Lindelof was at Atalanta. I'm assuming that's some sort of altered future. He may be there in real life and I'm just really, out of touch. Duvan Zapata takes Atalanta 1-0 up. Not ideal. 10 minutes in and they're winning 1-0. Considering Maldini had a nice early start with things, you would have thought it would have been us leading, but never mind. 1-0 down, only 10 minutes in, still a whole game to turn it round. And one of my least favourite things in Football Manager, the kickoff highlight. Vercelli makes it round his man. Still got room to move into. Can he find the cross? Cuts it back to Gatti, in the middle to Palumbo. Maldini, wide with Henry. Absolutely smashes it in for a volley. I think Home is offside there though. Very, very aggressive cross there from Rico Henry. Yeah, he's offside. That's unlucky. Only just. Fine. Not the end of the world. There's still plenty of time to turn this around. If we get to like the 70th minute and they're still in the lead, I will be a bit more concerned, but we've got chances. Salcedo looks like he's doing a good job for us out there. Maybe a bit of encouragement on them. Work ball into box, probably not a bad idea. Palumbo on the corner, plays it in. Again, caught by Musso. I need to look at my corner tactic, really. Have a little tweak with it. Thrown out to Vasquez, he plays it forward to Leonardo, into Zapata. Switches play, but Cometio intercepts. What's he going to do with it? Plays it into Mingo. Palumbo, back to Gatti. Busquets, very quick feet from him. Not a great ball forward, though, and Atalanta have the ball again. And based off how they were a minute ago, they can turn this into an attack very quickly. Zapata on the ball, giving himself a bit of room. Sent it wide. Yeah, let's work that ball into the box. We do need more shots on target. Yeah, Noah's not been ideal. Noticing a couple of things since. I'm going to assume a most recent update that are a bit frustrating. And it's things like strikers not being great at shooting anymore. I'm actually going to test something. Shoot more often. Just want to test it. Shoot more often. See if it does us any favours. But yeah, strikers not being particularly great. Noticed it in my Rochdale save on stream. Like, our main striker on that hadn't scored in about 6 games. Which was very, very annoying. And goalkeepers just start being really, really terrible. Which I really hope we don't experience too much of today. It's a kick-off highlight. We don't like these. Coop Miners to Lindelof. Blanco moving through the middle. Good tackle from Salcedo, but doesn't really help us win the ball. Blanco, I think he's offside there. I think he was just a little bit offside. Yes, he was. Thank God. Thank goodness. Do not need them going 2-0 up. Kind of close. I'm glad that didn't lead to them going 2-0 up. feel like we're going to have to... I feel like I'm going to have to take off Home in a minute, you know. Home is... I'll let this highlight play out, but I think Home's going to be coming off in a moment. He's really underperforming. He did have an injury, so in his defence, maybe he's just getting back into the swing of things, but he's really underperformed. And watch him maybe, probably score... All he had to do was play it into the feet of Home then. Right. Let's get some changes on the go. Maldini, we've just offered you a new contract. And now you're repaying us with a poor performance. Cheers, lad. Oh, that was something I completely forgot to mention. I've been offered a new contract, so that's nice. I'm here for a while. I'm going to bring on a Bimbe as well. Why not? Shake things up a bit. Shake things up a bit. Yeah, they've offered me a brand new contract at Vercelli, which is very nice. Very kind of them to trust in me for a little bit longer. Although we will talk about how much longer the series will go on a little bit later. Because obviously, I'm not going to do it forever. People have got lives. People have got things they want to do. And I want to do other things as well on this game. You know, I want to try and achieve some other things. We're going to bring on Diambo because he's motivated. Anxious for motivated seems like a fair trade. Okay, we've got a throw-in, or is this just a highlight of people coming off the pitch for some reason? Don't say this is just like a substitute highlight. Surely something's happening from this. Right, Dina Abimbe throws it and loses the ball immediately. Palasic sends it wide. Thank goodness. Do not need them going 2-0 up. We've still got a chance of levelling things off here. Rizzo plays it forward. Can't find Fabio Silva. And now Atalanta have the ball. Vasquez forward to Lilo. Bonahen back to Vasquez again. Akoli. Good interception. And now, can we start a counter-attack? Looks like we can. Salcedo. What was that? This is what I mean about like strikers not being able to finish. That should have been buried. I don't know how he's kicked it straight at the keeper. You'd think at least it would have gone to the side. And it's one of my few... I think he's offside there, Fabio Silva. He's not, and he also misses. This is what I mean. Why is it programmed into the game that they kick it at the keeper? I'd understand like if their ratings were so bad that maybe they don't have the composure or any of those things to finish it, but a striker just wouldn't instinctively kick it straight at a goalkeeper. It doesn't make any sense. We lose against Atalanta 1-0. Very, very annoying start to things. We didn't get the result we wanted. Is this going to be the start of a long run of losses? We are still 3 points ahead of Fiorentina. I mean, they've just got to absolutely bottle their game, hopefully. Let's sort out our restages. I'm going to fast forward to the next game, so I will see you in 7 days when we take on Roma. They just beat a team 7-0 as well. Here we go, game number 2. We got Roma. A couple of fixtures have already happened. Obviously, Napoli played just before us. As we can see, they've already played their 35th game. They won that, which means the gap between us and them is now, quick maths, 7 points. Which means we do need to win every single game to even stand a chance of getting Europa League. I think Europa League is off the cards now, off the table, not going to get it. Fiorentina also play. They've got Cremonese, who are in 18th, so I imagine they're going to win that one. We need to turn it on in this one and have a bit more luck than we did in the last one. They're suggesting we go positive. I'm actually going to respectfully ignore that suggestion. Other changes that have happened, though. Odin Thiago Home is back in, although he is probably not fully fit. We'll probably take him off sort of, around the 60th minute. We've brought Krejci in for Busquets, and Butera is in for Cometio. Good. I know the team really well. Let's get into this one. Hopefully get at least the point out of it. Obviously, we're going to keep an eye on the Fiorentina match. Don't really want them putting too much pressure on us. But at the same time, we obviously need to try and match whatever they do or better it. Let's just get straight in. Skip all of that nonsense. When is their game? Their game is at the same time of us. Okay, so that is quite easy to sort of keep tabs on. Hellas Verona are currently beating Lazio, which is quite good for us because Lazio are in and around the mix as well. Kreshki plays it through. Noah smashes it over the bar. Good work, lad. Top work. I didn't look at my corner tactics. Do you know what? I'm going to do it now. After this free kick first. As things always let the highlights play out. Odin on the free kick. There's a big gap to the keeper's right. He chose to go to the left and he missed. Good. Although we are looking slightly more dominant so far. I know it's only been 20 minutes in. Right, set pieces, corners, attacking. I haven't even set these up. Right, give me a moment. We're going to be scums. We're going to go near post. Who's the tallest lad? You are. What's your head in like? Pretty good. I'm going to keep... I like keeping 3 players back because I'm just that kind of guy. I want you on the edge of the box. You're the same height. That's fine for me. Actually, we want you going close. Draws the man out. Saw Benji doing a setup of this, and it was quite interesting. Near post. Which one's my tall lad? You are. Stay back, and you go near. There. Good. Right, all done. Back into the game. Will it be effective? I'm already going to predict no. I don't think it's going to help us out in any way whatsoever, but it's worth giving a try. Pellegrini with a free kick for Roma, played in, cleared by Gatti, and Kreshki chases it down. Forward to Maldini now. He's got a bit of time. Held the ball up well. Ryerson now. Oh, Ryerson's back in the squad. Yeah, didn't even clock that one. Vitera plays it wide to St. Luce, who's stepping in for a suspended Henry. I didn't really go through the team particularly well with you, which was a bit rubbish on my half. Bad ball through from Kreshki. Wins it back though. Maldini. Noah Jean home. Rounds the keeper. Taps it in. 1-0 to the good. Come on. This might be the 3 points that I wanted. Don't run before you walk, Dan. Don't run before you walk. We're a bit lucky maybe with Kreshki managing to win the ball back. Good work from Noah though. Nice for him to score again finally. It's been a hot minute since he's done that. Can we add to this lead now? Put this game to bed. Maybe try and get a second goal. That does help us because Fiorentina have gone 1-0 up in their game as well. So we do need to, like I say, match whatever they do. Esposito plays it wide to Molina. Back with Mancini. Mancini, actually, it would make more sense. Well done, boys. Won the ball back. Almost a calamity. Played back to Rizzo. He launches it. Can't find home. Kreshki wins it back. Now Noah plays it wide to Ryerson. Has he got space? Gets it back to Gatti. He loses the ball to Pellegrini. Now we are exposed at the back. Can he win the ball? No, he can't. And Sanchez plays it in the middle. Simic heads it over. Bit lucky there. I will admit that. That was pretty lucky with how things went down then. Maldini has got a thigh strain. Well, all right, well, we'll take him off at half-time. Okay. 1-0 up at the break. Not a bad. Pleased with how we've played. Yeah, he feels like he can shake it off. I don't want to risk it. I'm going to bring on Della Morte. Again, said it before, I'll say it again. He's one of our own. He knows how important this sort of game will be to the team, and hopefully he can perform for us. Thiago Home is not having a good game though, which is a shame because he is one of our better players. Palumbo crosses it in. That kind of sums up his performance really. He heads it over. Wow, Fiorentina are really beating Cremonese. Pellegrini plays it in the box. Butera stops it on the line and clears it straight out to Pellegrini again. Good tackle from Kreshki, and it's out for a throw for Roma. That was a little bit squeaky bum time. We are going to make some changes in a moment. St. Luce has got a knock. That's not helpful, but they're saying bring on Dina Abimbe. We can do that. I am going to take off Odin. He's not performing. I'll bring on Salcedo for him. And I think that's all I'm going to do. Although we've got 2 centre-backs on yellows here. Take off Mingo because he's performing the worse out of those 2. Help us hang on to this result, please, boys. Come on. We do need to desperately hang on to this. A second goal would be super helpful. And stats-wise, if you can look at them, it's evening out. They're being just as threatening as we are. We're both missing the target as much as each other. We do want to make a couple more changes. I think I'm going to take off Butera for Busquets. And I think I might take off Palumbo for Diambo. No, I'm not going to because we've run out of changes. Well, there we go. Busquets, get on there. Do a good job defensively for me, please, buddy. Please don't let me down. They have picked up quite a few bookings there. That is poor composure from their team. Ryerson on the ball. Gets his cross in. Can't quite find his teammate. Palumbo picks up the error. Salcedo now. Wide with Ryerson. Through for Salcedo. Goal number 2. Super sub. Salcedo comes on. Hopefully has put this game to bed for us. And that should be the 3 points. That is going to help us possibly hang on to this Europa Conference League spot. Great ball through from Ryerson. That's why I prefer Ryerson over Roeslev. Roeslev, according to the stats, is better than him, according to the his attributes. But some of them about Ryerson is a little bit like when we had who was the Swiss guy we had? Not Swiss, Swedish chap we had, Rui. Like stats wise, not great, but somehow just performed for us. You want to go to the right Rizzo, I think, or just absolutely hoof it. All right, do that one. Doesn't find a teammate. Cristante played in little Pellegrini. Well, they're linking up really well. Dybala through, sends it wide. You would not expect Dybala to miss from there. You would have thought that he would have put that dead and buried then. Wow, Fiorentina 4-1 up against Cremonese, but it doesn't matter because we have beaten Roma 2-0. Fantastic performance from the boys. Really solid work. And playing on that balanced mentality against these big teams, hopefully it's going to do us a favour at home. Maybe when we're away. Oh, we've got no Maldini for 4 to 5 weeks. Fine, I'm over it. And you're out for 3 to 4 days. Not a problem. Because you probably won't play the next game. But yeah, when we're at home, I think balanced is going to help us. And when we're away, maybe have to go to cautious. 2 more games left, though. Juventus is up next. Kind of local rivals to us. I think their stadiums are an hour from each other. So, if we can get another 3 points out of these 2 games, I'll be gassed. Okay, game number 3. Juventus, who are in second. Quite a lot of games going on today. In fact, I think it's all but 1 are going on today. I don't know who the other fixture is going to be. It doesn't matter, though. The games we do need to keep an eye on. Fiorentina have got Monza. They're definitely winning that game. They're bottom of the league. Napoli. I mean, there is a chance we could catch Napoli. They've got Bologna. Maybe Atalanta elsewhere. Aren't playing, so it is Atalanta or one of the other teams. Fine. We'll keep an eye on the Napoli score and we'll keep an eye on the Fiorentina score. I mean, if there's chances of a win, we really need it today. We really need something out of this one. We're going to stay on balanced. I'm not going to make any other changes. I have done a little bit of tweaking around. Salcedo's come in for an injured Maldini. Busquets is back in the middle with Palumbo. Rico's in for a suspended St. Luce. And Cometti is back in defence. Those are the only changes. Oh, there was also a bid for Noah Jean Home in the interim from Leicester for 21 million. He wasn't interested in moving to Leicester, which is just as well because I wasn't interested in selling him. Now, of course, we are playing Juventus, who do have Dusan Vlahovic, who is the top scorer in this league at the moment, which does concern me. I'm worried that he's going to absolutely turn it on. Hopefully we can keep him a little bit at bay. Let's dive in. No mucking around. Yeah, again, this is one of those games we desperately do need to make sure we pick up points because I can't see Monza beating Fiorentina. If they do, they're doing us a massive favour. Kirkes throws it to Duranville. Ake to Bremer. Forward with Ruben Neves. Locatelli. They are just working the ball a little bit better than us. Off the post. You got a feel for the lad. Okay. Okay, that's what this game's going to be like. I feel like they're just going to be absolutely dominant. No, this is a scary one. This is a scary one. Let's have a look at the... Let's try and get both of them. Oh, Napoli's later anyway, so we can't really keep an eye on things. Okay, Fiorentina go 1-0 up against Monza. This is an important game now. We desperately need to win. I did notice as well, Fiorentina's last 2 games, one of them is against Roma, and I think the other one is Atalanta. So maybe one of them can do us a little bit of a favour in the next couple of games. Although the next game we've got against, just another very, very challenging team. Not bad though, 0-0 at half-time. They've had the only highlight. So hopefully, maybe with a little bit of encouragement, something can happen here. We're probably going to have to make some changes soon. Once again, Noah's on a bit of a bad rating. They've made a change. They've brought on Tresoldi. Don't know who you are, mate. Yeah, let's make some changes. Get some fresh legs out there. Where do you start? Because no one's playing badly. Noah's the only one who's on a weak rating. I mean, we can bring on Fabio Silva. He's gone down in my estimations, in all honesty with you. And Palumbo's putting in a great performance, but he's the only one that's actually tired. Let's maybe go for... Let's go a little left of field again. Let's go for Diambo in for Busquets. Maybe that'll help us. See if one of you can get a winning goal. I'm worried now that those changes will have absolutely ruined our game. Another little bit of encouragement. They've brought on Rafinha. They're saying take off Gatti because he's a game away from a booking. I kind of agree with that sentiment. So we'll take off Gatti for Mbeso. And we've got a couple more changes we can do. Maybe we bring on Delamorte for Home, actually. That's maybe a silly choice because Home's better than Salcedo, but he's not performing very well. And I've got one more. Might as well use it. Let's bring on Krejci for Palumbo. Might as well freshen up the middle. He was good in that last game. Maybe he can turn it on in this one. And let's also... Oh no, I can't check any encouragement at them yet. Changes have gone through. Last little bit of encouragement. Maybe something can happen. If Monza feel like equalising, that would also help us out loads. Fancy it, Monza? Do you want to do one little favour just before the end of the game? Maybe? Oh, well, they're letting another one. Fine. Not the worst thing. I will take a 0-0 against Juventus. We didn't lose. But like I've said, Fiorentina beating Monza, and that does push them up into 7th. One more game to go. Well, there's 2 more left in the league, but we're going to show you the Inter game. Mainly because, I don't know if this is stupid, but I do feel like we should be able to beat Empoli. They're in 19th. So that should be a win. We've got Inter though. Last game. Can we get anything out of this? Can we hold on to that 7th place? Okay, last game. And I have a feeling that this is done. I don't think we've got a chance of getting in here because Fiorentina have already played Atalanta and they beat them 4-2. I think we're kissing goodbye to any European spots. Nevertheless, though, we're still going to take on Inter Milan. Other games around us, Napoli, I've got Brescia. I feel like that's probably a win. Good news is, looking at that, we can't finish lower than 8th, which is not bad. It's not great. We probably should have really challenged for Europe this season, but never mind. We did our best and what we can. Let's just hope we don't embarrass ourselves too much in front of Inter. Cut to us losing 3-0 in about 5 minutes. We'll work ball into the box. No particularly massive changes to things. Delamorte's come into the starting lineup instead of Salcedo. Krejci and Busquets in the middle. And then Cometio, Mingo and Butera in the back. That's the only change as well. The defence do play quite well together. I am actually going to start this one a little bit more cautious and bring our tempo down just to see if it helps at all try and get something against them, because they're obviously a very good team. Obviously a very, very good team. People like Skriniar, Dumfries, Gabriel Barbosa, Lautaro Martinez, all nuisances, all going to cause us a lot of issues in this game. Have we got any chance of walking away with 3 points? I don't think we do. But we can try our best. Playing a very similar formation to us, but with 2 strikers. Maybe that's something we consider a little bit further down the line instead of playing 2 cams. Let's get into it though. We're at the San Siro. Beautiful stadium. Very sad that it's not going to be a thing in a few years' time. So it would be worth... I think I'm going to try and plan a trip over there and try and catch a game before they destroy it, or at least go and have a look at it. They are absolutely dominant right now. They are completely in control of this game, but they're not getting lucky. Maybe we change it up to balanced to see if that can help us out. We're at the early start as well, so there's fixtures going on later. Inter moving the ball around quite nicely though. Hickey with the ball on the left, plays it back to Kumbula. Demiral into Perone. Ball forward for Lautaro Martinez. Dinks the keeper. Easy 1-0 lead for Inter Milan. Oh dear. Yeah, we are not getting European football this year. It's just not happening. Hickey with the throw to Carbone. Plays it around. Finds Kumbula. Demiral. Yeah, they're moving it around nicely. Crowd cheering every time they pass. Barea. Back to Kumbula. They are just toying with us at this point. Good challenge. Ryerson gets the ball back into Ramos Mingo. Forward with Krejci. Thought he was about to lose the ball then. Luckily he didn't. Home. Ryerson manages to get the ball. Plays it back to Home. Cuts it through the middle. Noah. I thought that was a goal then. Oh, I almost went mental. I'm quite glad I didn't. Oh, they've got a highlight straight away. Thank goodness they've sent it over. Fine. I can live with that. I can live with them sending things over. But this is less than ideal. Puts us 4 points behind Napoli. And with one game to go, that basically means it's ruled out. Lautaro Martinez tackled. Home now on the ball. Plays it back to Ryerson. Krejci. Terrible ball through the middle. And Inter coming back at us with another attack. Dumfries crosses it in. Hits the crossbar and gone over. That was a little bit fortunate there. I might demand more here. 1-0 down at the break. Very frustrating. We've got a few players not performing. We've got quite a lot of players not playing particularly well. Quite a few 6.4s out there. Can we turn anything around for this second half? Both centre mids are on bookings as well. Let this highlight play out and then it'll be time for some drastic changes. Skriniar to Demiral. Skriniar still playing. Surely he's a little bit older now. Played wide to Dumfries. Great ball forward. Good clearance. Home picks up the loose ball. Over to Henry. Moving it around. Bad ball from Cometia. Well won back from Mingo. Wow, we're really trying to lose the ball here, aren't we? And we have. Ramos Mingo. Again, a terrible clearance. What are we doing? Such bad defensive work here. This is challenging. Well, I don't need to see the highlight. I know that's a goal. What changes do you make? How do you fix this? Right, Delamorte, you're having a terrible game, so we'll bring you on. We're going to bring on Fabio Silva as well because you're playing terribly. We'll bring on St. Luce because you're playing terribly. I think I'm about to make, for the first time, maybe a 5-way change. That probably is a little bit insane. Yeah, we'll leave it at 4. Let's calm down. Let's all just calm down. We're not doing a 5-man swap at the 60th minute. There's madness, Jeremy. But they have absolutely run us ragged here. No chances. I mean, we've got nothing left to lose. Go attacking. Let's maybe make one more change. Who's looking the most tired? We've got a few players looking like they're in danger of losing discipline and getting booked. Not what you want to see. I guess Busquets should come out for Diambo just because he is on that booking. I doubt we're going to get anything out of this. But you never know. Kumbula plays it into Cruz. They've got Tony Cruz. Interesting. Barea on the ball. Finds Lautaro Martinez. Back with Skriniar. Dumfries once again on the ball. They're moving it around fantastically. And that is good. Well defended. I'll credit to the defence there for actually not letting us lose too drastically. But that is us done and dusted, I think. That is no European football for us. No chance of any European football for us. It does mean that we've definitely finished 8th, though, so there is 100% no reason to show you the last game. We lose 2-0 against Inter Milan. Unlucky boys. What a shame. That's where we're going to finish things, and I think this is the moment maybe to talk about what we're going to do with the save moving forward. I am thinking, we've done 5, right? We've done 5 seasons. We're going to play through season 6. And I am going to put this kind of ultimatum on myself. If we don't finish in that top 7, in fact, I'm even going to maybe go a bit harsher than that. I'm going to say top 5. If we are not in the top 5 next season, that will be the last season that we do. because we do need to make sure that we're trying to help them progress. We've got them into the top flight. We've been here for, this will be our 3rd season here, and it looks like we're pretty much established as a top flight team. We're definitely going to do one more season though. Like I say, if we get in the top 5, we're 100% going to carry on, hopefully continue things. If we don't, I'm probably going to call it a day, but we will do something fun where maybe we simulate 5 years, and then maybe 10 years, and just see how they get on with things. And, you know, hopefully Vercelli can hang on to a position in the top flight. Because ultimately, the plan was just to get them up here. We did want to win the league, but I'm basing this purely on the fact of there's just a few teams in this league, most notably the 2 Milan teams and Juventus, ironically the ones that absolutely ruined things for Vercelli in the first place, that are just proving to be too good for us. They've got too much money, they can afford better players than us, and I think it's going to be very, very difficult for us to even compete with them. But we'll worry about that at the end of next season. That's where I'm going to end things for this one. Yeah, I'll see you at the season review. We'll see what our budgets are going to be, and yeah, we'll try and plan ahead, I guess. Thank you very much for watching, though. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're looking forward to continuing our possible final season with Vercelli, please make sure that you click subscribe and like the video. Other than that, though, I will see you in the next one. Look after yourselves. Ciao, Bella.